Okay, welcome to my channel Maths with Mahanti sir. Children, in the last class we discussed how to find the surface area and volume of a combination of two or more than two solids. Okay, where I discussed, suppose you are given a solid in the form of what? An iron pillar made up of what? The lower part or the bottom part is cylindrical and the top portion or the top part is conical. If an iron pillar which is a solid, if it consists of two parts, one part is cylindrical and the other part is what? Your conical. That means if the conical part surmounts the cylindrical part, how to find its surface area and volume? It is a combination of two solids. Yes, it was discussed in the last class. Today we are going to discuss another important solid which we have never read so far. What is that? It is frustum of a cone. Frustum of a cone, you see. Frustum of cone. So what is meant by frustum of cone? Let us first understand. Then we will discuss its surface area and volume, how to find. See, look at the figure. Suppose you are given a cone, say VAB. It is a cone. Now from this cone, if you cut another cone from the middle, you see. From the middle of this cone VAB, if a plane, you can say like this. If a plane is cut parallel to the base of the cone, see, this is the base of the cone which is circle. Now if a plane is cut parallel to the base of the cone, then what will happen? Then this cone will be divided into two parts. Look at each part. Look at the two different parts. When a plane, this is a cone BAB, a plane is cut parallel to the base. This is the base. It is a circle. Base of the cone is circle, you know. So, if a plane is cut parallel to the base of a cone, it will be divided into two parts, you see. Okay. Now, look at this part. This part is called a frustum of cone. See, this part is called a frustum of cone. See. Now it is divided into two parts. This is called a frustum of cone. See, this is the upper end. Look at this is the upper end. This is the lower end. Okay. Now the two ends, upper and lower ends, what are they? They are plane figures or circles, you can say, of different radii. Suppose the radius of this end is R2. The radius of this end is R1. Such that R1 is greater than R2. Look at. So what did you come to know? What did you come to know from this discussion? That when or if a plane is cut parallel to the base of a what? Cone, the resulting solid is called a what? Frustum of cone. The best example is bucket. You know, children, bucket. Bucket is the best example. Bucket, glass in which we drink water. It is also an example of frustum of that solid. The solid, namely bucket and glass in which we drink water. Okay. They are examples of what? Your frustum of cone. See. So if you look at the figure of frustum of cone, see, it has two circular ends, okay? It has two circular flat surfaces, you can say. A frustum of cone has two flat circular surfaces. Now, having different radii, suppose the radius of this flat surface is R2, the radius of this lower end, okay? This is one end, this is another end. The radii of the two ends are different. Suppose the radius of this end is R2, the radius of this end is R1, such that R1 is greater than R2. Then look at this line segment joining the center. See, joining the center of the two ends. The line segment joining the centers of two ends of frustum of cone. What is that called? It is called the height. It is called the height or the vertical height. Now what about this? See. Now look at the two circular ends or flat circular ends. If you join the two flat circular ends, this line segment so obtained is known as slant height. Here you see, this is the slant height. In a cone there are two heights. One is height or vertical height, and the other is slant height. Similarly, in a frustum of cone also there are two heights. One is slant height. This is the slant height of the frustum of cone, and this is the height or vertical height of the frustum of cone. Okay. Now the point is, if you are given a frustum of cone, so children, you came to know what is frustum of cone. Okay. Now frustum of cone is a solid which is generated when a plane is cut parallel to the one of the bases of a what? Cone. Okay. Now it has two flat circular ends having different radii, say R1 and R2. or capital or small r by whichever symbol you may denote the two radii of the two flat circular ends, no problem. It has one height or vertical height, and this is the slant height of the frustum of cone. So what is vertical height? It is the line segment joining the centers of the two flat circular surfaces of a frustum of cone. Similarly, if you join the two plane circular or flat circular surfaces, this line segment will be your what? Your slant height. Okay. Now the point is, if frustum of cone is a solid, then it will have some what? It will. This is the curved surface. Look at. This is the curved surface. This portion is the curved surface. This circular end, it is the plane surface. This circular end, flat surface is the plane surface. That means a frustum of cone has one curved surface and two plane surfaces. Okay. Now if it has one curved surface, then it will have some area. So what will be the curved surface area of a frustum of cone? Okay. And what will be its total surface area? See, once if we are able to find the area of curved surface of a frustum of cone, we can easily find the total surface area. How? By adding the area of the two flat surfaces. Okay, by adding the area of the two flat surfaces to the area of curved surface, we can easily determine what will be its total surface area. Okay, now next is what will be the formula for the slant height. Okay, what will be the formula for slant height of a frustum of cone and what will be its volume. Okay, so in this class let us discuss the formula of all these. Actually, the derivation of all these formulae, it generally does not come in the exam, but we will discuss its proof in some other class because it is very lengthy. Okay, so at present let us concentrate our attention on the formulae, different formulae of finding curved surface area, total surface area, then your slant height. Okay, slant height of a frustum of cone, curved surface area, total surface area and volume. So what are the formulae to calculate all these things in case of a frustum of cone? Let us discuss today, and in another class we are going to derive. Even though the derivation of formula does not come, we shall discuss the derivation in some other class. Okay, now, so children, we came to know that in a frustum of cone, from this discussion so far, we came to know that a frustum of cone has two flat circular ends. So clearly there are two radii, okay, R1 and R2, and I said the radius of one end must be greater than the radius of the other end. Okay, suppose R1 is greater than R2. Now what will be the curved surface area of curved surface? You see, curved surface area. See, what will be the curved surface area of a frustum of cone? How to find? Actually, it has proof. We will discuss the proof later. Let us at present remember the formula. You see, how to remember the formula? What is the technique I am going to tell you? Children, you know what is the curved surface area of a cone? In case of cone, not frustum of cone. In case of cone, what is the curved surface area? It is pi into r into L. R is the radius of base and L is the slant height. Okay. So, as pi r L is the what? Pi r L is the formula to find curved surface area of a cone. In case of your frustum of cone, that r will be replaced by only r1 plus r2. The r radius, it will be just replaced by r1 plus r2. That means, what I mean to say, it is pi, in case of your cone, it is what? Pi r L, it is pi r L, but in case of frustum of cone, it will be pi into r1 plus r2 into L. You see, r1 plus r2 into L. See, that means just r is replaced. R is to be replaced by r1 plus r2 because in a frustum of cone there are two radii, r1 and r2. Okay, there are two ends, flat circular surfaces, each one having different radii. So the sum of the radii, that means pi into sum of the radii of the two flat surfaces multiplied by the slant height will give you the curved surface area or area of curved surface of a frustum of cone. Okay, next let us find the total surface area. Total surface area you can easily find. Just I told you now. To the area of curved surface, you add the area of the two flat surfaces, I mean circular surfaces. So the area of this flat circular surface, it will be how much? Pi r1 square, because it is a circle. And you know what is the formula for area of circle? Pi r square. So the area of this flat surface will be pi r2 square, and the area of this flat surface will be pi r1 square. So pi r1 square plus pi r2 square when added to area of chord surface will give you the total surface area. So it is pi into r1 plus r2 into L plus pi r1 square plus pi r2 square. Now you can take common pi. You can take common pi out of these three terms. So it will be r1 plus r2. You see, into L plus r1 square plus r2 square. Okay. If pi is taken common, r1 plus r2 into L plus r1 square plus r2 square. Yes, this will be the formula for total surface area of a frustum of cone. Okay. Next, what is the formula for slant height? You see, as I told you, this is slant height of the frustum of cone. Like in a cone, there is slant height. Similarly, in a frustum of cone also there is slant height. So what is the formula for slant height of a frustum of cone? See, slant height, number 3, slant height. The slant height of frustum of cone L, it is given by, you see, in case of cone it is given by, what is the formula? In case of cone, what is the formula for slant height? It is r square plus h square square root under square root. Square root of r square plus h square, where r is the radius of the base and h is the vertical height of a cone. Okay. So in case of cone it is r square plus h square. But in case of frustum of cone, what will be the formula for slant height? It will be, instead of r square, it will be r1 minus r2 whole square plus h square. You see. In case of cone, the formula for slant height is r square plus h square square root under square root. But in case of frustum of cone, that r square will be replaced by r1 minus r2 whole square, because there are two radii. As there are two radii in case of frustum of cone, that r square will be replaced by r1 minus r2 whole square. How it is? We shall discuss the proof in another class. At present, let us remember the formula to apply and solve problems. Okay. So this is the formula to calculate the slant height of a frustum of cone, which is given by the expression r1 minus r2 whole square plus h square, where r1 and r2 are the radii of the two flat circular ends of a frustum of cone. Okay. Then the last formula is your volume. Yes. How to find volume? Volume of frustum of cone. Okay. Volume of frustum of cone. Okay. In order to see what is the formula, in order to find what is the formula for volume of frustum of cone, let us go back to the volume of cone only, cone. If I ask you what is the formula for volume of cone, you can easily answer, instantly answer. It is 1 by 3 pi r square h. But in this case, it will be 1 by 3 pi into not r square h. Because there was, in case of cone, only one radius was there. But in case of what? Frustum of cone, there are two radii. So the formula will be r1 square plus, it is a big one, it is a big formula, we have to remember. r1 square plus r1 into r2 plus r2 square whole multiplied by h. You see the difference. See the difference between the formula for volume of cone and volume of frustum of cone. In case of cone, the formula for volume was what? 1 by 3 pi r square h only. But in case of frustum of cone, see, 1 by 3 pi and h, okay, it remains the same. But only in place of r square, it will be r1 square plus r1 r2 plus r2 square. Okay. So we can find the volume of frustum of cone using this formula. 1 by 3 pi into r1 square plus r1 r2 plus r2 square whole multiplied by the height. Okay. So children, if you remember all this formula, you will be able to solve any problem on frustum of cone. Okay. And regarding the derivation of all these formulae, how to derive the formula for volume of cone, volume of frustum of cone, it is very simple. See, to find the what figure earlier I had drawn, how to prove that the volume of a cone is this. Volume of frustum of cone is 1 by 3 pi into this r1 square plus r1 r2 plus r2 square into h. Okay. The slant height of a frustum of cone is given by this expression. How to prove all these we shall discuss in the next class. Children, I hope you understood the different formulae for finding what is frustum of cone And what are the different formulae to find curved surface area, total surface area, slant height and volume of a frustum of cone. And you will be able to apply all these formulae in problems if at all it came in the exam. It will definitely come. There will be question on frustum of cone definitely in the annual exam. Okay. So children, we are going to discuss the derivation of all these formulae in the next class. I hope whatever I discussed in this class you must have understood. If at all it is true, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay. So in the next class we will derive the formula for all these, and then we will start another important chapter, the last chapter, that is your construction. Okay. Children, if at all you understood, I will be very happy. Please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay. Thank you.